Hey y'all, welcome to my video. Today we are going to be making some country fried collards. So if you'd like to see that, make sure you guys stay tuned and enjoy the video. All right, I'm turning the burner on and I am going to put this is bacon grease. I always keep my bacon grease, y'all. Let me get a little spoon. I keep my bacon grease just for this reason, for my greens or for anything else I want to put it in, soup, whatever I want to put it in. Alright, so I'm just going to put maybe 3 of these spoonfuls in there. Alright, I'm going to let that melt down, start getting warm. Y'all, this is my first cooking video, and it's greens. Greens couldn't be one of the hardest things that I decided to cook, okay? Because greens, everybody and their mama knows that they only like their mama's greens, right? Anytime you go to any place else, it's like, oh, these greens are not good. Oh, these greens are not, seasoned. Oh, these greens got turkey. These greens got pork. These greens got nothing, Everybody has an opinion about somebody's greens, And you know what? I do too. I feel the same way. It's like I only like my mama's greens, and my greens ain't even as good as my mama's. I feel like I can't even cook my greens like my mama's. It's like I don't even know. I can't even remember nobody else's greens except for my mama's. So this is just how I feel about greens. It's like nobody can cook greens like your mama. It's like you grew up on your mama's greens and that's the only greens you want. Okay? So I'm going to try to make these greens one of the hardest dishes you can make. It's easy, but it's hard at the same time. Only because of everybody's taste. Alright, so I put my bacon grease in. You can hear it. And then I'm going to put in my greens. And we're just going to fry them a little bit. Fry these down a little bit. These are like thin sliced. I don't normally make mine this thin, but this time I decided to. So I'm just going to throw these in. Let them cook down a little bit into this bacon grease. Let me get a spoon. You hear that? We are popping. I got it on medium. What I'm going to do. Let y'all see a little bit. You see how it's cooked down already? Go ahead and put some more in there. Let them get cooked down. So what you want to do is make sure you get that grease on these greens, all the greens. I call them greens, they're collards. Anything can be greens, mustards, collards, turnips. I'm from the South, so everything green is green. We didn't know anything about kale, y'all. I didn't know anything about kale until I moved north. And when I was young, not even when I was young, right now, I could go down south, I can go in the country, and there is a pickup truck backed up into somebody's store, somebody's yard, somebody's field, and they have a pickup truck full of collard greens on the back, or turnip greens on the back, or mustard greens on the back. I miss that. Because I'm in the north, you can't find things like that, So I'm just going to get these cooked down. Look how much that's cooked down already. Put some more in there. And y'all, I don't know how long these are going to cook. I bought these collards from the store. I didn't buy these from a farmer's market. I didn't buy these from the back of a pickup truck like I would want to. But I bought these from the store, from the grocery store. And I sliced them down as thin as I could, because I don't want to cook these forever, In the winter, or when it starts getting cold and that frost hits these greens, they start getting tender. But I don't know about these. You know, these are store-bought greens. You know about that in the country when you get them off the back of a truck. You know when that frost hits and they're going to be tender. But when you buy them from the store, you just don't know that, you know. So let's keep cooking these down. We getting there, y'all. We getting them cooked down. I gotta get all my little pieces here. I'm not gonna let any go to waste. So while these are cooking down, I want to tell you guys. So earlier, I cooked some ham hocks. Okay. What I did was I boiled some ham hocks. Only 2. I only cooked 2. I'm not cooking a whole lot of greens, so I only boiled down 2 ham hocks. I cooked these for about an hour and I don't know, 15 minutes maybe. I added some salt to it. I added some pepper to it. And I added a little bit of Lowry seasoning. Lowry seasoning is like an all-purpose seasoning, but you don't have to add any of that. You just add some salt and you add you some pepper. You don't want to add too much salt because these are smoked neck bones, okay? And they already have salt in them. So you don't want to add too much salt because if you add too much salt, you won't be able to take it away. We're going to add some more things too with the cooking process. And to be honest with you, I really don't know how long it's going to take for these collards to cook. Like I said, when you are from the South and you get those tender, frostbitten collards and greens off the back of that truck, that pickup truck, you know that it's not going to take that long because they're so tender. But when you get collard greens from the grocery store, man, you know, the things take like hours, like an hour and a half to cook. So we'll see. We'll see how long it takes to cook. We got them all wilted down. Look how much they wilted down now. So they're all wilted down now. And we are going to pour some of that juice in there. Look at there. And the reason why you need to pour some juice in there is because these things got to boil. Okay? These things gotta cook. And we're probably gonna cook these. You know what? I'm gonna cook these for about, let's see that. You see how much juice I poured in there? I'm gonna cook these probably about, I'm gonna say about 30 minutes because, you know, like I said, I really don't know how long these is gonna take to cook. I'm gonna cook them for about 30 minutes and then I'm gonna come back and check on them. And then I'll show you what they look like then, okay? So it's been 30 minutes. Let's test them, see what they taste like, see how tender they are. I have them on medium. If y'all want to see what they look like, they still have a little bit of juice in them. Let's taste them and see what we're working with. Woo, ha, 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 ha. Oh my God. It's so good. It's so good, y'all. So good already. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit more broth because they need to cook a little bit more. We're going to add just a spoonful of sugar, a little bit of onion powder, and a tad bit of crushed red peppers. Okay? So let's put the rest of this juice in there. Matter of fact, because they're almost done, and I think they're almost done because I cut them so thin. Normally I don't even slice them that thin, but this time I did. So let's put the ham hocks in there. Spoonful of sugar. Just gonna add in there just a little bit, not much, okay? And then we're just gonna add just a sprinkle of onion powder just to add a little bit of flavor. We didn't add any onions or anything to this. Normally people do. Some people do add onions to their greens, but I didn't. And then we're just going to add a few shakes Well, not much at all. We're just gonna add a little bit of crushed red pepper, and it might add a little bit of heat, but it ain't gonna add much. That wasn't enough for nothing. So what we're gonna do is get that stirred up good in there. Probably shouldn't have added the ham hocks, but I mean not first, not before I added the seasoning, but it's all good. Alright, so this is what it's looking like. That looks so good, y'all. Alright. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook that on medium for another about 20 minutes, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna see what it tastes like. To me, I like to cook my greens a day ahead of time. It seems like when they cool down and they soak up all those flavors, it tastes so much better the second day. I don't know what it is, but to me, I love greens on the second day. I mean, you know, they're good when they're first cooked or whatever, but the second day is like, it's something about the greens that tastes so much better, y'all. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cook them another 20 minutes. Then we're gonna come back and check on them, and then I'll let you know, what they're looking like, what they're tasting like, and then we'll just go from there. All right. So let's taste these things, baby, and let's see what they taste like. They look delicious. See, look at that. You got the skin, got the meat, got those pretty dark greens. All right, so let's see. Let me give it a little bit more. I think that little thing is gonna do nothing. Let's see. I just want you guys to get a closer look at these greens. Oh my goodness, they are beautiful. Like I said before, I didn't add no more salt to this, y'all. This was enough salt. It is so good, and I guarantee you the next day, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, that's why I'm cooking that's why I'm cooking greens. I bet you these things are gonna be delicious, and my husband is gonna love these. Okay, they taste so good. They taste so good right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn these off. The heat is gonna finish making them tender. So overall, I cooked these for about 50 minutes because I started 30 minutes. Well, I guess, I don't know, maybe an hour. I would say an hour because I fried them, right? Then I added the broth, cooked them 30 minutes. Then I added the rest of the broth and the other seasonings, and I cooked them another 20 minutes. So I would say overall an hour. They are so delicious. If you try this recipe, please let me know. Please comment. Please let this little country girl know how they turned out. These greens turned out delicious. If y'all like to see me cook anything in particular, you guys comment and let me know, and I will try it. I might have to do a little research, but I'll try it, you guys. So thank you guys for watching, and subscribe and like and comment. All right, bye you guys.